Hey everybody, I am here to show you how to do a quick, easy, and inexpensive, and that is an understatement, I'm telling you, craft if you want to decorate a room for next to nothing. As you can see, I found an excellent deal on this book that was regular $20. I've got it from Hobby Lobby at 170 for 172. If you don't know, the place to look for clearance in Hobby Lobby, if you're a Hobby Lobby enthusiast, as I am, they have an aisle toward the back corner of their store that is full of clearance, and that's that area. But there's a little known area with more clearance, and that's end caps in the jewelry making area. I know in my store in Knoxville it may be the same in yours, and over in the area where there's fabrics. Now I hadn't always utilized that area of clearance, but in the fabric area I found some other nifty decor things and clearance section that had some how-tos and books, pillow covers, things you might not even consider. So don't overlook that area of clearance. But today I'm going to show you how to make some decor on a budget, on a really small budget. Hold on, and at the end, I'm also going to give you a how-to tip on how to get these pesky stickers off of things. I think we've all had these price tags that they put in the most inconvenient spot, whether you get something at a store or if you get it from a yard sale and people don't think ahead about what a pain it's going to be to get those removed. So stick around, and step by step I'm going to let you know how to do some decor on a budget. It's going to be a grouping of ocean prints, of probably a grouping I think I have of 6 for less than $4. So stay with me and we'll start with step 1. Okay, step 1, take the backs off of your frames so that you won't have the glass in or the backing, either one, and the frame will be alone. You're going to use that to gauge sizes for your prints. Step 2, take your book, any book that you might find, or even calendars work great. I used calendars back in college. I loved Impressionist art, and I was given like a Monet calendar. You can use anything like that as well, even magazine pages for that matter. Or if you want to go to your local library, or if you have your own printer, go on Pinterest, and any images that are not copywritten and you don't have to have permission for, you can print full color, usually for about a quarter most places. Or if you've got your own printer, do it however you want, and then it's even cheaper as long as the ink is not expensive. You can weigh out the benefits and pros and cons of doing it that way. But if you find a clearance book, like I have found, with something with images that you are crazy about, all you do is you take your frames that you have already pulled the glass from, and you find sizes of prints that you like. This one looks like it's going to work really well. It would give it just an edging, like a white matting around the side, if I want to use that one. I also need to clean my frames, but we can get to that later. This is a possibility. It fits lovely. I'm not as into the green color. I might not choose that one, but you can see how if you take the glass out, you can lay that across and gauge whether or not the size is going to work. So that's step 2. Step 3 is when you've chosen your prints, you just cut out the size that will fit. So let's hold on for step 3 or 4 now, whatever one we're at. Let's going to call this next one step 4. Okay, step 4, when you have found a print that you're crazy about, then you obviously take the cut portion of it and slide it in like a picture, easy as can be, and put the backing back on your frame. Now, in my case, I've got 2 things that I need to work on to make this look the way that I want to, but you may have 3 things, depending on what color you want your frame to be. In my case, I'm going to touch up the black paint that is on the area. You can see at the top. I will point and show if you don't see. I'm going to touch that up to make that look better. I don't know if I'll repaint the whole thing. I may just take a Sharpie and go across the side, because this is going to be in a dim room and I don't think anyone will notice. And I always do things the cheapest and easiest way. But you're welcome to repaint your whole frame. You may have frames that you want to paint a completely different color. You can also use Mod Podge on a frame and design the frame the way you want it to be as well. There's a plethora of ideas. Glitter, if that's something maybe for a children's room or something like that, for your children's room, not a children's. Now, I said we were going to address another problem, and clearly you can see I've got the problem I need to address here. This is the residue from the yard sale sticker you can see here, and that is really yucky and I hate it. And hold on, and I'm going to tell you something you can use to make that come off very easily, because I tried to scrape it off and my nails were tearing apart doing so. Okay, one trick that you can try to make the removal of stickers go a lot easier and cleaner and spare your fingernails and not risk messing up your frame is to use oil. Now, I love Young Living oils, but I do not want to use something like that for a project like this because they are so valuable. So you might want to take like a baby oil, an olive oil, something like that. Because this happened to be beside me, I'm using it. It is a mixture I have made of some oils and other things that I use for various things for my skin. So I just grabbed my jar next to me and stuck my finger down in the container with just a dot of oil on my finger. And then I went to the sticker and I have put it on there, as you can see, and it's already starting to roll off. See if you can tell. I've already got my fingernails dirty trying to do other crafts. I don't think it's ready quite yet. We're going to let it sit a minute, and then I'll show you as it starts to loosen. But you can see it's coming, but you're going to want to let it sit a little bit longer than what I have for this particular case. That's the black marker that is remaining from the 50 cents sign that they had on this particular one. But as you can see, little pieces are already starting to remove. So if you let that sit in the oil, it will peel off without leaving a residue on the glass of the frame. And we have success. As you can see, the sticker residue is gone. I have a couple of tips for you on that. First, what you want to do is wet the sticker on top, let the water sit, and roll the paper portion of the sticker off completely at first. When the residue from the paper is gone and you're stuck with the sticky residue on the frame glass, then that's when you want to employ the oil. Also, for some reason, I discovered that that oil I had, being a coconut oil base, did not work as efficiently as an olive oil. I don't know why, but there you have it. And then my third tip for you on removing that is I used a spoon